In the northbound lanes. Good morning. Yes, it is me here on the scene of this deadly crash. We're off the I-17. Table Mesa Road is in a distance right now. And so this is the situation because you've got everybody diverting. You're not able to head up north on the 17. So before we talk about the crash, I just want to show you what this is causing. I mean, it is a parking lot for all of the cars that are on the 17 right now. So they are getting off of the freeway here and then they're flipping around on Table Mesa Road and this overpass, and they are being forced to head southbound. And again, for a while here, they were just stuck. So from a traffic standpoint, if you're planning to use the I-17 in the next few hours, you're not going to be able to travel northbound at all. Let's talk a little bit about this crash because this was a nasty crash that happened a little before 4 a.m. this morning. As you take a look at some of the video, this is a look at the backup of several miles. And then we want to go ahead and show you the crash. You can see a white vehicle flipped over. We know that 4 cars were involved in this deadly crash. And DPS just confirming to us, I just got a chance to speak with the sergeant on the phone. He says a car was heading southbound in the northbound lanes and collided with 3 cars that were heading northbound. We know the driver of that wrong way car was unconscious when that driver was rushed to the hospital. Sadly, we know that there were 3 people in another car. That was one of the cars that was hit. 2 of those people sadly died because of this crash. Another was rushed to the hospital. And then there were 2 other cars involved. As for the drivers of those 2 other cars, we are told that they were injured but are expected to survive. So clearly a lot going on here with this crash involving a wrong way driver hitting 3 cars going northbound on the I-17. That sergeant that I just spoke to says that DPS is looking into impairment as a factor. It has not been ruled out, so that is definitely something that they're looking at as they investigate. They also tell me that there were calls before the crash about this driver going the wrong way. I said, well, how often were people calling in? How many calls did you get about that? They couldn't tell me that at this point. But as far as the closure is concerned, I asked if you had an estimate on the closure, and the man said that it is going to be a very long closure. So again, everybody being diverted, Gina, and it took us almost 30 minutes to get through this, and that was several hours ago. So now it is going to take you a significant amount of time. I would avoid the I-17 at all costs this morning, at least the northbound lanes. Right now, Gina, the southbound lanes are closed, but a huge closure and a really sad and nasty crash this morning up here, just a little bit north of the valley.